if anybody has any questions that they have, to be able to have the floor to ask. So the first one is tomorrow's a big day. It's picture day. We know that our children are allowed to dress out of uniform, but they need to dress up for the pictures. And so tomorrow we have the schedule that was sent out. It is attached to the CAIS family message that is sent out on Fridays. You can look back in your email for that. To know what time your child is having their picture taken tomorrow. You could always check in with your classroom teachers as well. As far as curriculum goes, our teachers are knee deep into some new programs this year. We've had some professional development opportunities where they are working together to dig into those new programs. Open Court for grade 5 is a reading program, really well-rounded. Foundational skills are taught. One of my favorite times of day in both grades is actually going in first thing in the morning and really hearing the children talking about roots, prefixes, and suffixes. They have such a vast vocabulary that is coming out and being showcased because of this time of day. So I'm very impressed. I walked through all of the classrooms this past week just to get my eyes in and co-teach more in the 6th grade classrooms. I was able to join in, which was really fun. In math in grade 5, Bridges is a new program. It is K-5, so the teachers are doing a great job getting their feet wet and learning about that program and how to best support the children. In grade 6, they're working with maneuvering the middle, and that's 6, 7, and 8. And my apologies, my husband and my children are enjoying themselves in the background. They're working with the 7th and 8th grade team to really understand that program well. And then our FOSS science program, which is now in 5th and 6th grade, we are working on getting it K-8, has a really great breadth of information along with the national next generation science standards, and there's videos and hands-on materials, and it's been really great to kind of see what it has to offer us. We were lucky, we used some grant money last year to purchase that program for 5th and 6th grade, and this past PD day the teachers had a chance to actually dig in, roll up their sleeves, see what was in the boxes, and start planning to do some great science experiments. I just want to say thank you to all of the families who have been checking in with me, checking in with the teachers. Communication is key to making sure that we are having a successful year for your children. And I would really just like to open it up to you guys. If anybody has any questions, anything you wanted to chat about. Okay.
Hello, hi, Grayson here.
Hi,
how you doing? Yeah, my son just gave me the information about the picture day tomorrow.
Yes.
He's saying that it has to be filled out and prepaid prior to pictures being taken. I can't recall it being like that in the past. Is there?
What I will say is this. You will always have a chance to purchase after. So once the pictures are taken, you'll get an email and or what they call like a little portrait picture. And then you can make your decision afterwards if you would like to purchase as well.
Okay, so there's nothing I need to do with this form in order for him to be able to take the pictures, right?
They prefer it in advance, but if you can't get it in advance, you will have a chance afterwards.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All of our children will get their picture taken anyway.
Okay. All right. Thanks. I'll let them know.
For that question.
Okay.
Do they each get the ID card still, Mrs. Williams? I can't recall.
So our school secretary is not in the office, and that's a question she set up with them. I can reach out and ask. I don't know if we did that in last year. I know for the staff we do that, but I don't know if we do that for the children.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. It might be options on the form for a parent who wants one, but I don't think it comes with the school. I think there's like a couple of options, and that is not one of the ones that is usually with our school.
Okay. Any other questions for Mrs. Williams?
The last thing I will say is that we are excited to celebrate our children who did their summer reading and math packets and assignments over the summer. We have rented a giant bounce house, really kind of this fun, what do you call it? Like a obstacle course. And that's coming to us on Friday. So we're excited to celebrate children who did what they needed to over the summer and kept their brains moving.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Williams, for your update. We appreciate you. Awesome. So I see that there are a few more folks that have joined us. Mr. Charbonneau was on twice, 3 times when I looked. That's how much he wanted to be here this evening. Hi, Mr. Charbonneau. He is one of our 6th grade teachers as well. Thank you for joining us this evening. So just to let you know, because I was not able to make the last meeting, my name is Gail Jordan. I am one of the 5th grade teachers, and I previously had a daughter that was going to school at Carmen Ares. She went to school at Ares for both 5th and 6th grade. I have since moved to Wethersfield, so now she is in Wethersfield schools. The last 2 years, I was also the president of this PTO. I have stepped down and kind of to the side. I'm still very much supporting. As of right now, I am still the one running your meetings, obviously. But Mrs. Lynette Eastman actually has stepped up into the vice president's role. And starting next month and going forward, she will be hosting the meetings and she will be heading up the PTO. I do not believe that meetings will continue to be on Tuesday evenings. She and Mrs. Williams will be in discussion as to what day of the week works best for both of their schedules, because her schedule is a little bit different than mine. So we will certainly be in touch and let you know what date they will be changing those meetings to. The president's position is still available. We do have a candidate for the treasurer position. We are just waiting to hear back if they are able to actually fulfill the position, because it does have a little bit of a conflict to do with their actual job. So they are waiting to get permission for that. But if you are interested in being treasurer, please reach out to us via that email. And as mentioned previously, Latoya Lewis, our school nurse, also has a son that attends Carmen Ares, and so she is our membership chair. All right. So just a quick review from the last meeting. In 2020, 2021, we did hold one fundraiser. We did a butter braid fundraiser in the spring, right? And deliveries were made right before Easter. We made $414 from that fundraiser, which was awesome. In regards to social events, we did a virtual paint night in the spring for students. We were able to find a paint night coach who put together these amazing bags. I should have taken pictures. And actually, I think I did. I just never posted them. But they put together these amazing bags. Students that wanted to do it, parents, I think, paid $25, came to the school, picked up the bags, and then they did a virtual paint night, which was pretty awesome. We opened a bank account last year with Wells and Fargo. Right now, our current balance is $1,865.84. Along with that, we became a nonprofit 501c3, which means any donations to the Carmen Ares Intermediate School PTO can be written as a tax write-off for any donors. And with the money that we raised, we actually helped sponsor the 5th grade tie-dye shirts that happen every year. We were able to purchase the t-shirts and all of the dye and everything, which was a really great team building experience for our 5th graders. So we were happy to do that. This year, we've already started several fundraisers. Art to Remember, you'll be seeing some information coming home about that. Students created artwork in their art class, and I am going to be shipping it off tomorrow. What happens is the company then creates a catalog of items that can be purchased by families of the students' artwork on different items like water bottles, mouse pads, stickers, ornaments, flags, lunch bags, all sorts of things. And whatever you purchase, our school makes a 25% profit. So it's pretty awesome. I actually purchased some items when my daughter was in 5th grade 2 years ago and still have them. We're also doing what's called a Penguin Patch Winter Holiday Shop. And what this is we are shipped different kind of, I like to call them tchotchkes, different items for students to then do their holiday shopping for their family and friends. We will be setting up in the computer lab, we've decided, and students will be able to come down. Items will be for sale anywhere ranging from 25 cents up to $15. And at the end of the shop, whatever we make off of it, we will collect a 20% profit at the end. Potential fundraiser for the spring I've done in the past was a readathon, and it's essentially a reading competition which students ask family and friends to sponsor them for reading a certain amount. The last time we did this was back in 2019, and we made over $1,500. So it was a pretty successful fundraiser. Unfortunately, it happened right smack dab in the middle of COVID. So I wasn't able to get all of the students exactly their rewards that they were supposed to get from it, but it didn't stop families from donating, which was awesome. And we also last year tried to do a Zoom social hour for students that included some virtual escape rooms, ideas about dance classes, and we already heard about the paint night. We were not fully successful in all of those Zoom social hours, but I said we could bring it up again this year and see what people thought of things. This is just the timeline for the Art to Remember. I will be shipping all of the artwork out tomorrow. We should get the forms with the order forms back by November 8th. We'll pass them out to families, and then the order deadline will be November 22nd so that everything can be delivered by December 16th. And then the the winter holiday shop. The shop is going to take place December 13th through the 17th. So I will need some volunteers to help set up after school, November 29th to December 10th. That's when the kit's supposed to be delivered, somewhere in there. I'm still waiting to get full approval from Mrs. Williams saying that I can have volunteers help set up after school. And hopefully I'll be able to get some teachers to volunteer during their day to monitor while students shop. So I just wanted to open up the floor to any questions you may have for me, any other fundraiser ideas you may have, or what directions you'd like to see the PTO go in, what supports do you need as families? So feel free to either simply share out, unmute yourself, or type in the chat. Any ideas that you have that I can relay to Ms. Eastman, who will be taking over.